Hey guys, I'm really excited for the episode today. My production team has been kind of teasing me, so I know we're gonna have something really awesome today. I have my special mat here. I got the rundown before the episode started that I have to be super careful. I have to use the mat. So let's just start with what this box is. It's super heavy. This could be like a really awesome piece of jewelry or maybe like a set of stones that I haven't ever seen on the show before. Maybe like a cool carving or specimen. I wanna do this with you, so I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna hold the card right here and I'm gonna open my eyes. We're gonna read it together. Ready? Ooh, gravel! When I think of gravel, I think of those really beautiful, like muted gray, muted brown, kind of like the beige and tan. I love that color scheme of gravel. So something else that's really cool about gravel is that it actually comes in all different shapes and sizes. You never really know what you're gonna get with gravel, and that's why I'm so excited about this box. So because the box is so heavy, oh wow, did you hear that? I suspect that there's gonna be a lot of gravel in here. 3, 2, 1. Dude, this is so cool. Oh my God. Okay, so gravel, I'm just gonna pull out all these pieces. I'm gonna do it really slowly just because I'm like kind of worried about what's gonna happen to the gravel. Give me a second, bear with me. I'm trying to be really careful and like setting them out so they are not, touching each other or scratching each other. Oh, are those tweezers?
No.
Oh, darn it. I don't have special tweezers, but that's okay. I'm a gemologist and I deal with gravel a lot. I work with gravel on a fairly regular basis, so I know how to handle this. Wow, we've got a lot of gravel, guys. Okay, so the first thing I thought of now that I have this gravel parcel, when I say parcel, you're not buying one stone. When you're buying a parcel, you're literally buying like a bag of stones. You see parcels of ruby, parcels of diamonds, parcels of gravel. There's so many parcels that you can have, and I think they're really cool. I think it's a really interesting way to see maybe more of a variety of stones. Sometimes you can get it a little bit more affordable. I personally love this parcel of gravel because I'm able to see the full spectrum of colors that gravel offers. The coloring. So I was right that there's a lot of grays, there's a lot of earth tones. I see some white right there. The colors that I was expecting to see, they're all here. And that's what I love about gravel is that you really get those muted tones. I'm not quite sure where the term gravel comes from. The history of gravel, I've seen it quite often. I feel like gravel is something I come across daily. Ooh, wow, look at that. The lack of luster is really drawing my attention to this stone. First thing I know about gravel is that it's kind of sharp. This is something that you'd want to be careful if you were putting in jewelry. You could wire wrap it in the rough form, but I would be careful. I think tumbled gravel would look a little bit more like this. It has, oh, and there it looks like there's something coming off of that. I don't know about faceting gravel. I don't think I've ever seen that done. Maybe that is a possibility. You see some of these really, like thin slices. I like how there's some big chunks here. This piece is probably my favorite just because it's really muted. There's a lot of gray and white. The way the light reflects off of the gravel I think is really fascinating. This is definitely a piece that I would like to have for my own collection. Maybe I'd like to have 2 pieces. Probably this piece as well. One I could put in my collector collection, and then maybe I'd have another piece that's just as high quality and set it in jewelry. When I get a rough piece, I want to look at it and be able to talk to you guys about how I would maximize the rough. For example, I would probably cut this as a cabochon. It already has that flat bottom and that domed top, but something like this right here, maybe this would make a better faceted piece because there's a little bit more substance to this piece of gravel. With any stone, with any piece of rough, I don't know what's going on the inside. There could be some internal characteristics that prevent me from faceting this piece of gravel, for a ring, for a pendant, for earrings. There are a few matching pieces right here. Like these are similar colors. Oh, these 2 pieces right here. Like these, if there was a way I could maximize the rough on both of these, I could have 2 pairs of beautiful earrings. We talk about sources a lot on this show, and I think that's really important in gemology to know what stone you're buying and where it comes from. Gravel is a global stone. For instance, you can find it all over the United States, basically all over North America. I've seen it in South America, and I've seen quite a bit of it in Europe. I've never been to Asia, but I've heard of sources in Asia, Africa, in Australia. There's definitely some gravel in Australia. Basically, you can find gravel all over the world. That's why I said it is a global stone. But there are places that you're gonna find gravel more often than others. For example, you're gonna find gravel in larger cities. Cities like London, New York, Rio de Janeiro, Cape Town, Copenhagen, Rome, Florence, Moscow, gosh, where else? Sydney, Jakarta, Bangkok, you know, some like big, really big urban areas, big metropolitans, you're gonna find more gravel. The only thing you have to do is keep your eyes peeled and keep that loop with you so you know whether you found gravel or not. What's great about gravel is that it's had a long history with humans, just like stones like lapis, ruby, coral. You know, there are a lot of stones in gemology that have these really prolific and significant histories. Gravel is one of those. Comment below and let me know your favorite color of gravel. So in the diamond business, we have the 4 C's: cut, color, clarity, and carat. I kind of want to take the 4 C's and put gravel through the lens of the 4 C's. Number 1, color. The color on this, I think for gravel's good. It is not uniform, which is cool because I can see different speckles of gray and white and tan. Carat, I don't know how many carats of rough this is, but I suspect we could get maybe a 2 carat or 3 carat stone cut. I would probably just cut this as a typical round brilliant, and it's really neat. I like how this piece of gravel is oriented because I can do the pavilion right here and I see a flat part right here, so maybe that would be the table. I don't even know what it would be like to cut gravel. I mean, that is something I think it would take a real expert of the lapidary field. Next is clarity. When a stone buyer is looking at gravel, rule number 1 is you don't want to see through. You know, I know some other stones like ruby and sapphire, that transparency is really valued, but a stone like gravel, you don't want to see through. And if you do see through, like, that's a problem. You know, you could have some quartz with you. You should really be careful with the clarity, especially the clarity in gravel. You really want to make sure it's 100% opaque. That way you know it's gravel. If I had to purchase a piece of this gravel today, I would probably purchase, some gray. I think the gray, it's a nice, bright, warm color. It makes me happy to see. There is a lot here. We've got a really fantastic parcel of gravel. I think I'm gonna go, okay, well, this piece. We looked at this piece earlier. So let's do a closer look, and I want you to look at the coloring. It's not uniform, but I want you to look at the speckle of maybe white, and there's kind of some tan in there. Think about how you would incorporate this into your gemstone collection or your jewelry collection. I mean, I think this would be cool if you could slice it and set it in some sort of a necklace or a pendant. There's so many opportunities for jewelry when you use gravel. Gravel should be a part of any gem lover's collection. Unfortunately, this is the end of my episode today. I was just excited that I was able to share my love of gravel with you. In the future, I'm gonna make sure I have my loop with me. I always wanna make sure that I can explore those cool finds with you on YouTube. Until next time, make sure you like and subscribe. You really don't wanna miss out. Let me know if you have a piece of gravel in your collection. Are you gonna cut it or are you gonna keep it in your collection? What are you gonna do with your piece of gravel? Comment below. I really wanna hear from you all. I really don't mean to gravel, but you really should like and subscribe.